Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. How does Orange County measure up compared to our neighbors throughout the state and throughout the country for that matter? There's a recent indicators report, a community indicators report that just came out that looks at these things. And with us now is Carla Vargas. She's Senior Vice President for the United Way, and we welcome her.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, what does this indicators report look at specifically? Which areas?
The indicators report actually looks at a set of 30 or so indicators that impact the Orange County community. They can range from high school education, dropout rates, to transportation issues. This year it's been narrowed into 4 key areas, focusing on housing issues, education issues, job and economy issues, as well as transportation issues.
So in a nutshell, how do we measure up?
Well, you know, we measure up very, very well in many areas. Orange County is a vibrant economy. Our unemployment rate is lower than the nation. Our dropout rates are lower than our peers in Los Angeles. But there's some key areas that have been identified in the report that are pivot points that the community needs to really pay attention to in order to ensure that Orange County is moving forward on a positive path.
And these areas, it seems that they really go hand in hand with what has become your 10-year vision, the things that you have actively been working on and plan to work on in the future. Tell us about those.
Sure. So United Way last year in 2014 celebrated our 90th anniversary, and coinciding with that, we launched a new 10-year plan called Face 2024, which lays out community change goals that the community has worked with us in identifying need to happen in order to create a healthy community. And those goals are to cut the high school dropout rate in half in the education area, to help to reduce family financial instability in the income area, to help to reduce the childhood obesity in the health area in Orange County. It's really becoming a critical issue, and also ensuring that children are not homeless or housing insecure.
So the issues that they looked at and the conclusions that they came up with, you kind of know. I mean, these are things that are obvious somewhat in our community, but they just reinforce what you already know. But they're lofty, lofty goals. How do you begin to go about doing things like the number 1 on your list, cutting the dropout rate by half for our students?
You know, it's a great question, and it's a complicated answer. And what we were able to identify were key transition points that need to be addressed in order for students to be able to succeed in graduating from high school. And those key transition points include ensuring kids are entering school ready to learn, that they're reading at grade level by 3rd grade. Children who are not reading at grade level by 3rd grade are 4 times more likely to drop out than children who are. Making sure that they're enrolled in the right classes in middle school, and that they're having their A through G requirements in high school so they can move on to successfully go to college. And we're targeting our efforts in the communities where the high school dropout rates are the highest. We have a great, you know, even though we are only at 6% dropout, and that's gone down in the past couple of years, there's still over 3,000 kids that are dropping out from school every year, and it's really important that we pay attention to that.
One of the things you try to tackle is helping financially unstable families. Oh my gosh, they wish they could do that for themselves. How do you do it?
Well, you know what, it's a great question, and what we try and do is to build financial capability. So it's actually educating people as to how they can become more financially stable. And the key to that, as we all know, is jobs. And there are many great jobs in Orange County, and that's one of the things that the report points out, that we have a very strong job market in the community. But we need to get people trained in order to get into those jobs who don't have the skills at this point.
Thank you so much for bringing us up to date about what's going on with United Way and the Community Indicators Report. We appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.